White House release published Friday, September 5, 2025. Fact sheet. President Donald J. Trump modifies the scope of reciprocal tariffs and establishes procedures for implementing trade deals. President Donald J. Trump has signed an executive order to change the scope of reciprocal tariffs and set up new procedures for trade agreements. This builds on tariffs first announced in April 2025 to address the U.S. trade deficit and lack of reciprocity in trade. Most imports have faced tariffs except for certain exempt products like some pharmaceuticals, semiconductors, lumber, and items listed in Annex 2 of Executive Order 14,257. The President has now updated Annex 2. Some goods, such as bullion-related articles and certain critical minerals and pharmaceuticals under investigation, have been added to Annex 2 and will no longer face tariffs. Other goods, including certain aluminum hydroxide, resin, and silicone products, have been removed from Annex 2 and will now be subject to tariffs. These changes take effect September 8, 2025. The executive order also creates a new framework for trade deals called the Potential Tariff Adjustments for Aligned Partners, or PTAAP Annex. This list includes products that may get lower tariffs if a trading partner signs a reciprocal trade and security agreement with the United States. The products include certain aircraft and parts, some generic pharmaceuticals and ingredients, unavailable natural resources, and certain agricultural products not produced enough in the U.S. To qualify for reduced tariffs on these products, a partner must make commitments that help address the U.S. trade deficit emergency. The President will review each partner's commitments before deciding which products get tariff reductions. Senior officials, including the Secretary of Commerce and the U.S. Trade Representative, will implement these agreements. President Trump says these actions are meant to protect U.S. national security, strengthen supply chains, and support America's industrial base. The President has also taken several tariff actions to protect American interests. These include a 20% tariff on China to address the synthetic opioid supply chain, a 25% tariff on Mexico to address illicit drugs crossing the southern border, and a 35% tariff on Canada for similar concerns at the northern border. The administration has imposed reciprocal tariffs on many trading partners to address trade practices that contribute to the U.S. trade deficit. A 40% tariff has been placed on Brazil following actions by its government that threaten U.S. national security, foreign policy, and economy. Imports from India now face an extra 25% tariff in response to continued purchases of Russian oil. Section 232 tariffs have also been imposed on imports of automobiles, auto parts, copper, steel, and aluminum to protect American industries critical to economic welfare and national security. These measures aim to protect national security, strengthen supply chains, and support American workers and industries. The new order revises procedures to address the national emergency declared in Executive Order 14,257 and streamlines how trade deals are implemented with U.S. trading partners. President Trump says these actions ensure trade policies benefit Americans, strengthen national security, and promote economic fairness. The administration reports that these tariff policies have generated significant investment in the United States and strengthened the economy while addressing unfair trade practices. By imposing tariffs on countries with non-reciprocal trade practices, President Trump aims to encourage manufacturing in America and defend domestic industries. The administration has worked with trading partners to create tailor-made trade deals that eliminate unfair practices and align with U.S. economic and security interests. A major agreement with the European Union includes $750 billion in U.S. energy purchases and $600 billion in new investments by 2028. With the EU accepting a 15% tariff rate while charging American companies zero. Japan has agreed to invest $550 billion in the United States and further open its market to U.S. exports, also at a 15% tariff rate. The United States-United Kingdom trade deal provides billions of dollars in increased market access for American exports. Additional agreements with Indonesia, the Philippines, South Korea, Vietnam, and others are designed to protect American industries, open foreign markets, and encourage foreign investment in the United States. With billions in reshoring investments already announced, President Trump says these actions are bringing manufacturing jobs back to America, revitalizing communities, and strengthening supply chains. The administration will continue using all available tools to protect national security, advance economic interests, and uphold a fair and reciprocal system of trade. Thanks for listening. The full source material for this summary is in the description below.